It's 141, June 20th. Like I said, you should make a list of things before these people even contact you. Anytime you talk to them, or they speak to you, you should have a list of things to run through about anything and everything they say to you. Is this part of their propaganda machine, slander machine, dehumanization machine? 2, what are their agendas? 3, is this a $1 billion deepfake, this bullshit they're showing me? 4, and when they tell you something, is this an obstruction of justice lie to cover up hidden agendas? 5, what are these people's conflicts of interest? What highly illegal stuff are they involved in? Are they looking at a multi-trillion-dollar lawsuit? Life in prison? The death penalty for their severe crimes? Did they torture people to death and now they're looking at the death penalty? And that's why they're so defensive and crazy. There's a list of things. There's some of my key things to go through when you analyze these people in my sticky note. So there's a lot of things you should try to factor into analysis. Those are just some of them. So you should always ask, what are their betting agendas? Are they trying to manipulate a bet? Are they trying to get away with theft of IP and economic espionage? You should run through a list of these things. How much money did they steal? How much money in crimes do they owe Alexander Surya Jayani? And go through that list and then, be like, oh, so this is what this is about. So you're manipulating bets and you're looking at prison and you've been robbing people and then you tried to frame them. Are you involved in a frame bet, trying to frame Jayani? Because that's a piece of this too. So you got to ask them, are you a frame better? Are you a betting manipulator trying to frame people for your betting manipulation? Are you an intellectual property thief and data thief involved with economic espionage? Are you part of the sexual slavery ring, the genital mutilation ring? Are you involved with highly illegal, unethical, inhumane human experimentation and MK Ultra-like human programming experiments? And you owe Alexander Surya Jayani big-time money for a 7-year hostage scenario and over 100,000 accounts of assault? Are you a COVID disseminator and you're trying to abuse them into silence? Are you involved with the global terrorist agenda and you're trying to abuse them into silence? Are you involved with attempts of murder on Alexander Surya Jayani and you got caught and you're trying to abuse them into silence? Did you steal trillions of dollars from Alexander Surya Jayani and you got caught? And you're trying to get out of debt by slandering him and trying to look justified in your crimes. So you got to run through a list of these things anytime any of these kids say anything to you. Are you one of the posers and frauds pretending Jayani's life was yours and you tried to murder him and then it didn't work out and then you got caught? And now you're trying to abuse him into silence and look justified with your crimes. So you got to run through a list of these things when you deal with any of these lunatics, because it's scaring me now. They just sit around threatening me all day. And right now they're sitting here waiting to assault me when I do my sit-ups. So that's another piece of this, which is fucking annoying, and they're literally just sitting here assaulting me. But yeah, are you a witness tamperer for some rich guy or some corrupt politician? That's what you should ask him. So you need to create a list of these things, and anything they say to you, you need to run through them and ask them these questions about anything and everything. Are you just pushing slander and trying to commit obstruction of justice? Is this a discrediting tactic? Is this a psychological tactic? What's your psychological tactic? If they tell you something on the surface, what's your hidden agendas behind this? Yeah, what are you not telling me? What's this surface statement, and what's the underlying reasons for these statements? What's your objectives and agendas with this statement? So they got disguises, they got masks. So key point, run them through these things.